Will you remember where you were the moment that episode 139 of When the Kids Go to Sleep podcast started? Roll the intro.
When the kids are counting sheep, when the kids go to sleep, dreams and memories. When the kids go to sleep.
I like that new intro. That's a good new. People thought it was Gavin. I heard people thinking that it was Gavin. Have you heard the new intro song? It's good.
Yeah.
We like when you guys make us intros. We appreciate the talented, the very, very talented people out there that watch us and are a part of the community. That's true, though. That is so true. So many people I've found, talented people. Just you guys.
So many. Yeah.
Very talented. Welcome to the podcast, episode 139 of When the Kids Go to Sleep.
Yep.
Episode 139. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
That's a lot of episodes.
Here. In 139.
So if you are on our YouTube channel, because you know there's multiple places that you can be experiencing this experience. You could be downloading it on iTunes. You could just be hearing our voices right now. And speaking of hearing voices, mine is a little too loud, which is rare for me.
Wow,
you know,
think you're too loud?
You know how I like to hear the sound of my own voice.
How's my voice?
So baritone today.
Baritone.
I like when your voice is baritone.
So you could be listening live on, not live, but that's what I was going to talk about. But you could be listening on iTunes or watching on YouTube. Here's a question. Just dawned on me. Has anybody ever synced the podcast on their iTunes and hit play on the YouTube video at the same time? Just so like maybe they could have the headphones on in their room. Maybe they're like cleaning their room, but they kind of want to see like, you know, like maybe they want to see when I'm freaking out and they can hear it in the podcast and they wish they could see. So they want to be able to look over on the screen. Maybe you sync the podcast with the video and you're like 1, 2, 3, play at the same time. And then you're doing your chores, listening to the podcast. And then you can look over at the screen if you ever hear some commotion.
That's actually a good idea.
See, if you're just listening on iTunes right now, you have no idea what's happening. Oh, man.
It was really exciting. Trust me, you want to go watch. Shay has a habit of getting out of his seat at times. Getting a little excited.
See, that's why YouTube's so great, because if you were watching on YouTube, you just saw that freaking double backflip I just did.
It was amazing.
I've been practicing, tightening my abs, keeping my core stiff. Anyways, if you're on the YouTube channel, there's more content for you because we are doing live shows now.
And they're so fun. Well, the one we just did was really fun.
It's really cool. We're getting, Blake is the live master and he's figuring out all the live casting details that need to be known. And we were just commenting on how crazy that it's finally working. Like YouTube has been trying to make live streaming work for the longest time. And they finally got it.
They finally got it.
It's working.
I'm really excited about it because we actually started doing trying to do Mom's View Live with YouTube and it never worked. And now I'm like, oh, if we could do that, that would be so much fun.
Dude.
Yes.
Anyways, so welcome to the podcast. Thanks for interacting however you do. We're not biased.
Whatever you do.
We're not biased to the iTunes people.
Yeah.
Thanks for leaving us a good rating on there. We appreciate it. But yeah, it's cool to be able to live stream now. And so we're live streaming here in the studio before the podcast starts.
It's like a pre-game show.
It's a pre-game show. I feel like they're almost better than the podcast because it's more interactive with you guys. The podcasts are more meant to be conversations between me and Colette because I want to like spend that time to kind of like, you know, think introspectively,
I don't know.
about our lives and our parenting and like have you guys be there to kind of like see us. I don't know. Anyway, so it's kind of a different vibe. Check it out. They're on the YouTube channel When the Kids Go to Sleep. A little extra content for you. But today's episode 139, we're going to talk about a few different things. Let's talk. We were just, before the show started, we were just talking about Donald Trump.
Talking about the elections coming up in 2016.
And I just recently watched, you know, Frank Gifford died, Kathy Lee Gifford's husband. She has a live show, Hoda Kotb. They're on like Good Morning, you know. Anyways, I just watched a segment that they did, you know, after his death. And she gave this just great tribute to him. And it was really very sweet. And she talked about Jesus and how Frank Gifford, you know, he was a Christian. And it was really cool. I was impressed with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just wanted to mention that, but that's popular news. That just happened recently. But Donald Trump is, Blake was joking. He's like, Blake said, like, what if they're like, go say what you're saying, Blake, about like
which part?
Just like at first Trump's like, well, let's just do it as a joke, and then all of a sudden they're like leading in the polls.
Like, what if there was a documentary crew following him around this whole time,
and maybe that was his purpose?
And they were just
then they were like, hey, we're just going to do this for publicity, you know, get the Trump name even bigger and better than it already is, and then that point where they realized, holy crap, we could actually win this.
Right. Well, but here's what I was saying.
That's
like,
what it feels like.
What if he had like a business advisor come to him and he said, listen, you know, people are wanting you for president. Like, it's prime timing, right? Like, you're at this age, you have this much money, you're just coming off all the apprentice stuff. Like, you should run for president. And here's why, Mr. Trump. And I can just imagine like this young kid in his organization pitching this to him. And he's like, if you spend $10 million on a campaign, we just say, we're going to set aside $10 million. I think that'll raise the awareness of your brand enough that will earn you $20 million in the next 3 quarters, Mr. Trump. And so he's like, let's try it. Because Trump's like, I want to be president, you know? 10 million, sure. Donald
This is
Trump.
all hypothesis.
Here you go, Johnny.
This is not a real thing.
And then all of a sudden, like Blake said, yeah, hypothesis, of course. All of a sudden, they're like, whoa, we're leading in the polls. And like Trump's like, I can say whatever I want to say, and I'm making more money than I've ever made. More people know me. And all of a sudden, it's like, the guy's like, Johnny, the kid who pitched the idea to him, he's like, he's going to be the vice president. Who knows?
He said he would spend up to $1 billion of his own money to defeat Hillary Clinton.
He did? He said that recently?
Yeah.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
here's the thing about Donald Trump. There's the thing about Donald Trump.
He's just
That's all he
competing.
cares about. Because that's why he calls people losers all the time.
He is the Kiss of politicians. Like,
my gosh.
you know, Kiss plays some songs, but without the makeup and like hair and costumes, it's just 4 Jewish guys playing some rock and roll songs. With, you know, but you had fireworks and makeup, and it's like, oh, this is awesome.
6-foot tongues. That's the thing about Donald Trump. You got to give, I mean, I'm not saying Donald Trump because I give him credit because he's obviously done some good stuff, right? Like he's a crazy guy and all of that stuff, but do not be dumb enough to totally discount a man who's at the position he is, right? Like, he's achieved some stuff, all right? Give the guy some credit. Don't be closed-minded to the point where it's like you can't see merit where merit is, right? It's like he said some crazy mean things, right? But the dude knows how to get stuff done, okay?
Right.
And if he said that about he's going to do that, I mean, he's such a, you can just tell his personality. It's like to him, it's like you either win or you lose. There's no second place.
Yeah.
And that's a horrible way to live, I think, because it's you never win, right? Because the next time you win, it's like your next win has to be bigger and you're never satisfied with, you know, so it's like you just got to learn to be happy with what you have. And it's, you know, but I can see him winning the presidency. Like a guy like that that's motivated enough.
I feel like it's the last days or something because I look at all the candidates and I'm like, what? These are the choices? I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. I'm a little nervous. I don't know.
Elon Musk should be president.
A lot could happen in the next year before we vote. But you never know. Makes me nervous.
Don't be nervous. Just be happy in the moment.
Just be happy. We just got to pray that whoever gets voted is just going to be wise. Right?
Like the last couple. I mean,
I don't know.
We're not here to talk about politics, but it's an interesting thing to talk about.
It is interesting. When I heard that Donald Trump was running, I'm like, what? Whatever. Here we go.
I love it.
Here we go, Merca.
I think, dude, it's like, you know, the night of the Republican election, it was like Super Bowl Sunday, man. People were on Twitter. It was like, we're trying to elect the next leader of our country, and it's like, who can make the funniest joke? Everybody is like, what can you think of funny to say about what somebody just said? But it's like, nobody's talking about like, oh yeah, there's really people that like can't pay for their kids to eat. But it's like, let's make fun of Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so I think about it from both, you know, I think Bernie's looking good, right? I like him. I think, I don't know. I haven't. I need to watch. I need to do a little bit more research. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see. Like, we're not here to fight about politics. I don't claim Republican. Like, but I definitely believe that we need to be involved. You know, I think we need to be more aware of this season.
Oh yeah.
Like we're still a ways out, but like I want to be involved and I want to be wise and I don't want to get caught up in the rhetoric, but like,
yeah, I feel important. Like if you're an American and you are old enough to vote, really get in there and figure out who you truly think would be a good president, not just who your parents think or who your friend thinks. Like, make yourself aware and knowledgeable.
I just feel like we're at the point now with, you know, like I'm just concerned about the issues of our future, like our kids and stuff. Like, I don't care who's president. Like,
if they
let's
can get
just
the job
work
done,
together to figure out how to not kill the earth, right? Like, let's all say like, hey, global warming is probably an issue. Like, we can't just be like burning gas and stuff all the time, right? Let's just be conscious of that and think about like, why isn't solar a thing yet? Like, it's so going to happen in the next 5 years. But like, let's just work together to be happy and make the world better, right? Duh.
Right.
High five on that.
High five.
All right, Donald Trump, look, you got us talking politics. And maybe that's good. Maybe it's good that we're talking about using solar energy instead of burning gasoline and oil.
I think so. I think that's a given, right?
I want to mow the lawn today. I want to burn some gas today. Anyways, so the kids are going back to school. Colette just dropped them off for like probably like the very last of summer play dates, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
It's over.
We've got Emmy's birthday.
We're going to go play laser tag tomorrow.
So that'll be fun.
Emmy Butler, our daughter, is going to be 8 years old.
Yeah.
Baby tard, dude.
I know, right?
Think about the very first time.
The reason that her name was Baby Tard because she was the baby.
Shay Carl channel.
She was the Shay Tard's baby.
Close your eyes.
Why does that make me get emotional?
Picture Emmy.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Oh, you're crying.
I can think of like when you were sitting at your desk and she was in this pink little
that's what I'm thinking.
Sleeper onesie. That was like the first time you showed her, right?
On the internet, yeah.
And then I remember I did like this, we were dancing around to the Miley Cyrus song with her. Like her cheeks are, oh my gosh.
That's on the Shay Carl channel, Blake. Let's show that.
She has the best cheeks. When she was a baby, it was just like, I'm just going to eat her cheeks.
8 years old now. And so we're going to go play laser tag. Does she want to do that?
She loves playing, like, yes. She wants to go play video games and laser tag.
And last time we went to that laser tag place, I was dripping sweat. Here's how we started to play. Like, we go in there and it was me and all the kids. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's dominate. I'm going to kick some butt. And they're like, blue, red. I'm on this team. I'm like, all hyper and stuff. Go. We play laser tag. Casey's on the other team. And we're just going, right? And like all of a sudden it's over and I'm like tired and sweaty. Like I went all out. And it's like, dude, that was crazy. Like, good game. I think Casey won. I was like, dang it, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, let's go. And like, okay, you got another one. I'm like, we could play again? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm kind of tired, but like, let's go again. So we go again, same thing. We go hard. Now I'm trying to beat Casey to come back. I'm dripping sweat. Second game, we're done. And it's like, oh man, that was good. Okay, I think we won that game. And he's like, okay, you have one more. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm dripping sweat. We had to play a third one because you get 3 games.
That's
and I think they were like 10 minutes a piece or something because I feel like I was running around that thing for half an hour and I was dripping like full like a CrossFit workout.
Closed. There's no windows.
And there's no way I can not take it 110% all 3 games.
It's so much fun.
There's no way I can't sprint around trying to shoot Gavin and Avia
it's like when you play hide and seek and like you just feel like you have to pee the whole time because you have so much energy.
And my trigger finger was getting tired because I was like, da, 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 da. And you try to get a vantage point. This is a cool laser tag place because it has multiple levels, so you can like run up and you can like sniper down and you can like see people that are trying to hide and camp and like try to do what you're doing, but you see them from an elevated position, so you have the advantage and you kill them and it's awesome.
You don't kill them. You
shoot them with a laser.
With a laser
in their back
and
when they're not looking.
Oh well.
Emmy's 8 years old.
Here we go.
And we're
America.
gonna shoot her in the back with a laser. Anyways, then we'll have some pizza. And it'll be a great time.
And cake. She wants a frozen cake, so I got to get that ordered.
And she's really into the American Girl doll situation.
I love it. I love it. It's like my dream. Because I loved American Girl dolls.
I'm going to Seattle. I'm going to get her one.
Kind of bummed me out that, like, Avia likes it, but she's not, like, hardcore. And I'm just like, can somebody just be hardcore with me in American Girl dolls so that we can get all this fun stuff?
Show them your tattoo.
Well... Next podcast, guys.
That's what Emmy and Colette are doing for her 8th birthday.
American Girl doll.
Back tattoos. American Girl back tattoos. Matching. Holding hands.
They're just so fun.
It'd be funny. It's like, never mind. That was ridiculous. Stupid stuff.
You stopped yourself from saying something ridiculous? When does that usually happen?
That hurts.
That hurts.
You don't think I have feelings, but I do. Just because I'm mostly jovial and happy all the time, I have feelings too,
Sorry, babe.
Anyway, so the kids are going back to school. Man, there are trying times ahead as a parent because we got hormones. There's some chemicals that are going to start coming in the mix that we're going to have to figure out. Because that's true. There's real hormones as the middle school years progress, as the boys and girls and the birds and bees situation starts to shake up. We got to be there to try to like make it all good and healthy and happy and safe. Safe. So, you ready?
I don't know.
It's a lot of work. Like, I mean, I've been getting like, I'm friends with some, you know, YouTube vloggers and stuff. And it's like, it's a lot of work, you know, having kids. And
It's
like,
hard because it's like emotional work.
It's draining,
It's a lot.
right?
Like when they're younger, it's almost easier to take care of them because it's more like keeping them out
you
of
just have to
harm's
sustain
way
life.
physically.
Right.
But
then
now
also
it's
there's
like,
moral questions. You're like, and you're just like,
and
as
they're
a
learning
parent,
to make their own decisions, and you just hope that they'll make the right decisions, and you don't know.
Is there
and
right
of course,
decisions? What's right? What's wrong?
right? What's wrong?
We don't know. We're just trying to make you happy
We
and
just want to
healthy.
make them healthy and happy, and so that they can lead good lives.
And then we're human, so we do stupid shit all the time.
all the time. I mean, not me as much, but Shay. I mean, yeah.
A lot of emotional, tedious work. Good work. I mean,
It's exciting. It's exciting to watch them become people, like their own people.
I think about like growing up, and I think of all the stress my parents probably went through because of my decisions and my actions. But I think to myself, I'm all right. Right?
Yeah,
So
we all turn.
that's encouragement not to stress so much about my kids' actions and decisions and stuff where I'm like, oh no, I can't believe she did that, or I can't believe he said that like that. It's like, oh, they're going to be bad people. You know, it's like, they're going to be okay. It's like, you're going to bruise your knees. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to trip. You're going to fall down.
I think the underlining factor of all parenthood is love. Like just parent with love and logic. Isn't that a thing?
Love and logic.
Just, you know, do your best to teach them what's right and wrong, or what you think is right and wrong, and just love them.
Hey, I have a concern, a recent concern that has come to my noggin. I noticed, I'm going to flip the switch on this about parenthood and stuff real quick. We are family vloggers, right? Like, I don't like that title. I don't love that title. I don't want that to be like my sole title because I see myself as more than that. But I have a concern that, I mean, I see a lot of family vloggers now, right? Like there's a lot of people that have families that film their lives on YouTube. I don't want that to become like a job, right? Like I don't want people to have kids just so that they can become family vloggers.
Right.
And I'm concerned about that. Like I worry about that motivation. And I've seen tweets of people saying, I just want to have a baby and vlog my life like Shay Carl. Like, do not do that. Do not plan a career on a life. There's a horrible...
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that maybe are we influences of that? And is it our responsibility to say something and to make some like healthy PSA announcement type statements that say, do not have children to put them on YouTube. That is not why we had children, you know? And it makes me want to stop, honestly. You know, because if us doing that like makes people think that that's a great career path to like find somebody that's cute to have a human with so that they can film, that is a horrible path and a horrible decision. And I don't think and do not condone that in any way. And I think if you're thinking those thoughts at all, you should stop.
Right. I guess our goal, I feel like, I mean, it started out with just like, we're just having a good time on the internet.
Yeah, and now that it's like people are like, oh wow, they're doing that as a career.
Or we feel like we're being a good influence of you know, families can be happy. It shouldn't be like
have a family so that you can broadcast that family. That is a horrible motivation, and it wasn't ours, and it's just something that has happened as a course of chance and I think blessing, you know, because we are all about families. We promote families. We think that families are the most important thing in the world, in space and time.
But to base a family on making a career out of your family,
out of a YouTube video,
that's a really perfect way to set up destroying your family.
You're flipping your pyramid upside down. Imagine a foundation. If you're like, I want to have a baby so that I can be famous on YouTube. That's your foundation. And guess what? That shit's going to fall over and explode and ruin a bunch of people's lives, including yours and that new person you brought into the world.
Right.
So don't do it. Anyways, Donald Trump, he's crazy, huh? That guy, his hair is all flipping in the wind and stuff. Anyways.
Oh, that's a good point though, honey. I didn't really think of that. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be at Vlogger Fair in Seattle.
I'm not gonna be at
Colette's not gonna be there.
Shay,
I'm hoping to play some basketball
will be
there.
At Vlogger Fair. You should.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
Hoping to not break my ankles.
Wear some cool Jordans.
Dehan got me some.
You can't play basketball in those.
Dehan's gonna help me be cool.
Dehan,
I want to be cool.
Dehan, are you cool? You want to help Shay
That's
out?
why I went and hung out.
A little help.
That's why I went and hung out with Logan and Dehan and Aaron for a couple of days because I'm like, I gotta be cool.
So you can learn how to be cool.
I don't know what like the kids are talking about. I don't know what's on the fleek.
Dude, guys, what's on the fleek?
I went and I said, Logan, can I come
Shay,
hang out with you and your friends and see what's on the fleek?
And what did he say?
He said, dude, Shay, leave me alone.
Quit saying fleek,
Stop
dude.
calling me. Logan, Loki Bear, please. So he let me come stay with him.
So you're going on like a guy's weekend to Vlogger Fair, so you can learn how to be on fleek.
I want to get on the fleek.
Is that?
I want to fleek it. Fleek that.
I don't understand what that means.
I don't either. But the kids are saying it, so I gotta say it, yo. Oh, I gotta call back my dentist.
I know. I just saw my phone. I'm flipping my phone over so I can
I gotta
give
get
you
my
guys
tooth
the
fixed before I
attention.
go.
Yeah, you do.
I broke a tooth, and I'm very disappointed about it.
Yes.
But I'm gonna go get it fixed.
Like ASAP.
I know. I gotta do it today. That means I might have to get a shot in my mouth in the next 48 hours. That is not good news. It's not good news in my life.
It's good news to have it fixed.
It's good nudes. Did you say it's? I love good nudes.
It's good news to have your tooth fixed.
All right, we're gonna wrap this show. Thanks for joining episode 139 of When the
Did
Kids.
we talk about it very much?
I think so. I think we talked about it a lot.
Okay.
We covered some topics.
We did.
Some information was expressed through the language of our minds. Think about language as wallpaper of our minds. Language is the first time that we've been able to take the things that are in our mind and bring them out and put them in front of us.
How does that make us wallpaper?
No. The words. No, music is the wallpaper of your minds. But language. Think about language. It has
I don't think I'm following you anymore.
Okay, start
I'm
over.
gone. Bye.
No, wait, think about this. This is the last thought. Think about this. Because before you could talk, you still had thoughts, right? Like you couldn't, before humans could talk, before a baby could talk, they have thoughts. And that's what's so frustrating with Daxton right now. He can't get what's in here out
That's
there.
why he screams a lot.
That's why it's like, don't you know, like, why are you all getting what you want and I'm not getting what I want?
Right.
Don't you? And he's like, just screams and freaks out. But that's why language is so important because we've finally been able to take out what's in here and been able to like bring it out and say like, look, this is how I feel. And as language gets better and as you get better at language, you can express all the things that are in here better, you know, and you can bring them out and say, look, this is what's in here.
I guess you just lost me at wallpaper.
No, I messed up the quote is why, because I messed it up. Music is the wallpaper of our minds. So you put wallpaper inside of a room to make it beautiful.
Makes our minds
and
beautiful.
music is the wallpaper of our minds. I messed it up.
Yeah, that makes
I got it.
Sense.
I figured it out. I knew I would eventually. Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Don't forget to be watching out for those live shows too. Watch out for the live show.
Watch my hand do this.
We'll stay up, just you and I, and we'll talk about our pretty life when the kids go to sleep.